When it comes to measuring and explaining reality, our human tools are inept. Our senses are not based in objective reality, but solely in a limited facet of our understanding of it. There may be no such thing as an objective reality. Even if it does, we cannot perceive it. Rather, the human brain often fills in the gaps to things that we either cannot or do not have the tools to comprehend or perceive. We know we can only see a tiny fraction of the electromagnetic spectrum, the visible light spectrum. Along with this, our vision has a blind spot in it, in which our brain merely fills to an extent. The extent of this goes beyond just colors that are barely visible to humans or sounds that cannot be heard by the ear but encompass entire aspects of the world. This is what Lacan called the real. But what is the concept known as the real? This is due to the fact that these entities may not be from other worlds or dimensions, but may have been right next to us the whole time. Humans are unable to perceive true reality, so the mind creates it for us. Everything looks different to someone else, much like the common saying, "Beauty is in the eye of the beholder." The main idea revolves around symbols crumbling as a perspective shatters, revealing endless depths of futility hidden within facial expressions. When the face undergoes a process of formation or dismantling, it gives rise to an interconnected network of symbols and emotional voids. This experience incites a deep division within one's perception of self and forces a profound confrontation with the concept of reality. This uncanny aspect, represented by vacuous symbols, emerges from the interaction between inner and outer experiences, manifesting as a recurring return of the repressed. It is where the shadow self resides until it manifests into what we know as reality. Here, it disturbs familiarity and continues to displace our sense of self. We, as humans, reside in a constructed universe that is separate from the realm of absolute reality. Whenever we catch a glimpse of the truth, it contradicts everything we believe we understand. Depending on the severity of the trauma, this can result in a schism in the brain and what we know as schizophrenia. Anomalies are perceived differently by many different observers, and when people observe them in their true form, it can become dangerous. Entities are present that seem to have part or all of their nature observed only by our inability to perceive them. These entities can disguise themselves or can spontaneously manifest into seemingly ordinary objects, humanoid shapes, or even pretend to be people themselves. The concept of the real is like a blueprint of possibilities in the world or nature. It goes beyond ordinary ways of understanding things by blending what things are and how they're expressed, all within this flexible inner framework. The real can challenge binary thinking and expose the limitations of categorization and representation. It emphasizes the sharp contrast between how we perceive reality and its actual nature, generating a captivating sense of duality and tension between the familiar and the unknown. In addition, the real is contrasted with the symbolic and the imaginary, forming a trinity that contributes to the concept of duality within human experiences and understanding of the world. Ultimately, the real is a place that cannot be explained with mere words. It transcends the confines of the constructs that humans have relied upon to define our reality, establishing a barrier that keeps us confined within this physical realm.